The enigma of reappearing vessels. The world is full of mysteries. Some are ancient, some are brand new, but some of the strangest mysteries involve things that disappear. Not just people, but huge objects like planes and ships. They vanish without a trace. Then, just as mysteriously, they reappear. But something is different. They look brand new, untouched by time. How is this possible? Let's explore these baffling cases together. Join me as we journey into the unknown. These aren't just ghost stories. These are real events, documented and investigated. Yet answers remain elusive. Why do these vessels vanish? Where do they go? And how do they return, seemingly untouched by their disappearance? Our first stop takes us to the dense, mysterious jungles of New Guinea, a place teeming with untold stories and hidden secrets. The year is 1985, a time when technology was advancing, yet many parts of the world remained unexplored and enigmatic. A small cargo plane carrying essential supplies suddenly disappears from radar. There is no distress call, no signal, and no wreckage is found. It's as if the plane simply vanished into thin air. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. The case goes cold, filed away in the annals of unsolved mysteries. The families of the crew and passengers are left with no answers, only questions. Then, in 1989, a shocking discovery is made. Deep in the heart of the jungle, the plane is found, seemingly untouched by time. But here's the strange part. The plane is not just found, it is found in a condition that defies logic and reason. The plane is in pristine condition, as if it had just landed moments ago. There are no signs of rust, no vines entangling it, and no visible signs of decay. The surface of the plane is clean, untouched by the elements. It's as if the jungle itself had preserved it in a time capsule. Even stranger, the cargo inside the plane is completely untouched. Boxes and crates are in perfect order, as if they had just been loaded. The foodstuffs on board are still fresh, defying the natural process of decay. It's as if no time has passed at all. Investigators are baffled. They examine the plane from every angle, searching for clues, but find none. The mystery deepens with every passing moment. How could a plane lost for years reappear in such a state? What forces are at play here? The questions outnumber the answers. The mystery of the New Guinea ghost plane remains unsolved, a haunting enigma that continues to perplex and intrigue to this day. Our next journey takes us back to 1946, a time when the world was still reeling from the aftermath of World War II. A US Air Force plane, a B-24 Liberator, embarks on a routine mission but mysteriously disappears over the infamous Bermuda Triangle. The plane, with its crew of 13 brave men, vanishes without a trace. Despite extensive search efforts, no wreckage or survivors are found. The case quickly becomes another eerie legend of the Bermuda Triangle, adding to its mystique and fearsome reputation. Fast forward to 1962, 16 years after the mysterious disappearance. An almost identical B-24 Liberator astonishingly lands on a remote airstrip in Venezuela, causing a stir among the locals. Upon closer inspection, the markings on the plane match exactly with those of the missing aircraft from 16 years prior, leaving everyone baffled. The pilot steps out, visibly disoriented and confused about his surroundings, as if he had just woken from a long dream. He recounts an inexplicable experience, speaking of a strange time warp that seemed to defy the laws of physics and reality. Then, just as mysteriously as he appeared, both he and the plane vanish again into thin air, this time seemingly for good. No trace of the plane or the pilot is ever found again, leaving behind a haunting mystery. The incident sends chills down the spines of investigators who are left with more questions than answers. Had the missing plane somehow traveled through time? The mystery of the Phantom Fortress remains unsolved, a chilling tale of the unknown. Our journey into the unknown continues in 1984. This time it's not one plane, but five. 5 US military training planes disappear over northern Mexico. Again, no distress calls, no wreckage. The planes vanish without a trace. Then, just as mysteriously, they reappear. This time it's only a few hours later, but the mystery deepens. The pilots have no memory of the missing time. Their instruments show no malfunctions. It's as if the planes were simply plucked from the sky and then returned. The incident leaves investigators scratching their heads. What force could cause such a bizarre event? The mystery of the 5 fighters remains an unsolved enigma. Section 5. Silent sailors, ghostly ships. Our journey now takes us from the sky to the sea. The mysteries of disappearing vessels aren't limited to the air. The vast oceans hold their own share of maritime enigmas. Ships, both large and small, have vanished without a trace, only to reappear under the strangest of circumstances. Let's set sail on the high seas and explore these baffling tales. These stories come from all corners of the globe, from ancient times to the modern era. They tell of ships found adrift, their crews vanished. They speak of vessels reappearing years later, their cargo untouched. These maritime mysteries continue to intrigue and baffle us. Section 6. The Radahama Riddle. One such mystery involves the schooner Radahama. In 1921, this ship was found drifting off the coast of Guatemala. The ship was in perfect condition, but the crew was gone. The ship's logbook was found open. The last entry simply read, "Mayday." A strange light engulfs us. What happened to the crew of the Radahama? Were they victims of piracy, or did something more sinister befall them? The mystery of the Radahama remains unsolved. It serves as a chilling reminder of the unpredictable nature of the sea. Section 7. The curious case of the Meri Saaristo. Another intriguing case is that of the Meri Saaristo, a Finnish cargo ship that has baffled maritime experts for decades. This Finnish cargo ship disappeared in 1968 while sailing the Baltic Sea. It was a routine voyage transporting timber from Finland to Germany. The ship, carrying a cargo of timber, vanished without a trace. No distress call, no wreckage. It was as if the sea had swallowed it whole. For years, the disappearance of the Meri Saaristo remained a haunting enigma. It was as if the Meri Saaristo had simply ceased to exist. Then, in 1978, 10 years to the day of its disappearance, the ship reappeared. It was found drifting in the same area where it had vanished. The ship was in pristine condition, as if it had just left port. The cargo of timber was untouched, neatly stacked in the hold. The ship was in pristine condition. The cargo of timber was untouched. The cargo of timber was untouched, but the crew was gone. Not a single soul was found on board, but the crew was gone. The only clue to their fate was a single lifeboat missing from the ship. The only clue to their fate was a single lifeboat missing from the ship. What could have driven the crew to abandon a perfectly seaworthy vessel? What happened to the crew of the Meri Saaristo? Did they abandon ship for some unknown reason, or were they taken? The mystery remains unsolved. Did they abandon ship for some unknown reason, or were they taken? The mystery remains unsolved. To this day, the fate of the Meri Saaristo's crew is one of the sea's most perplexing enigmas, leaving us with more questions than answers. Section 8. The Unanswered Questions. These are just a few of the many baffling cases of disappearing and reappearing vessels. Each case is unique. Each holds its own set of unanswered questions, but there are common threads that run through these mysteries. The sudden and unexplained disappearances, the lack of any logical explanation, the eerie condition of the vessels upon their return. These factors make these cases so compelling. They challenge our understanding of the world. They force us to confront the possibility that there are forces at work that we do not yet understand. Section 9. Theories and Speculations. Over the years, many theories have been put forward to explain these strange occurrences. Some speculate that these vessels are caught in time warps or dimensional rifts. Others believe that these are cases of alien abduction, with the vessels and their crews taken for unknown purposes. Still others point to more mundane explanations such as piracy, mutiny, or elaborate hoaxes. However, none of these theories fully explain all the facts. The lack of concrete evidence and the bizarre nature of the events leave us with more questions than answers. Section 10. The search for answers continues. The mysteries of disappearing and reappearing vessels continue to fascinate and intrigue us deeply. These cases challenge our understanding of the world and remind us that there are still many things beyond our current comprehension. While we may never know the full truth behind these enigmatic events, the search for answers continues relentlessly. Researchers and investigators continue to explore these cases, hoping to shed light on these enduring maritime mysteries. Until then, these cases remain unsolved, reminding us of the vastness and mystery of the world we live in today.